Title: Regaining the Aura, India's government reflects on student protests. Intro music, midnight to 0:30. Host: Welcome to Politics Unplugged, the podcast that delves into the intricacies of Indian politics. I'm your host, Naeem, and today we're discussing the recent student protests that have rocked the nation. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is on a quest to regain his aura, but what lessons has the government learned from these protests? Let's dive in. Segment 1, Introduction to Student Protests, 0:30 to 5 o'clock. Host: In recent months, India has witnessed widespread student protests, sparked by issues such as citizenship laws, university fee hikes, and job opportunities. The protests have been intense, with many students taking to the streets, demanding change. The government, led by Prime Minister Modi, has been under pressure to respond. Segment 2, Government's Response and Lessons Learned, 5 to 1500 hours. Host: Initially, the government was criticized for its heavy-handed approach, with many accusing the authorities of using excessive force to quell the protests. However, as the protests persisted, the government began to reassess its strategy. According to sources, the government has learned several key lessons from the student protests. Firstly, the government has realized the importance of engaging with students and listening to their concerns. The protests have shown that students are no longer willing to be ignored, and their voices need to be heard. Secondly, the government has understood that social media plays a significant role in mobilizing students and amplifying their messages. The government needs to be more proactive in leveraging social media to address student concerns and disseminate information. Thirdly, the government has acknowledged that economic issues, such as job opportunities and education affordability, are at the heart of student discontent. The government is now focusing on initiatives that address these concerns, such as skills training programs and education reforms. Segment 3, Regaining the Aura, 1500 hours, 25:00. Host: As Prime Minister Modi seeks to regain his aura, the government is taking concrete steps to address student concerns. The government has announced plans to increase funding for education, improve infrastructure, and create more job opportunities. Additionally, the government is engaging with students through town hall meetings and social media, in an effort to rebuild trust and demonstrate that it is listening to their concerns. Conclusion: 25:00, 30:00. Host: In conclusion, the recent student protests have been a wake-up call for the Indian government. As Prime Minister Modi seeks to regain his aura, the government is learning from its mistakes and adapting to the changing landscape of Indian politics. By engaging with students, leveraging social media, and addressing economic concerns, the government is taking steps to rebuild trust and demonstrate its commitment to the welfare of Indian youth. Outro music, 30:00, 30:30. Host: Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Politics Unplugged. Join us next time as we explore more topics that shape Indian politics.